I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Mohit Daswani. He is CFO at ThoughtSpot. Mohit, it is wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Judy. Good to be here.
My pleasure. So, Mohit, ThoughtSpot is an AI-powered analytics company, and you just wrapped up your financial year. So tell me a bit about where the company stands.
We sit in the modern data stack, right? The world talks a lot. You've got the Snowflake logo up here today. Companies have been moving their data to the cloud, right? To a Snowflake, a Databricks, a Google. And ultimately, they do that because they want to get value from that data. And that last mile, the ability of anyone to ask a question of their data, still a lot of friction. And that's the problem we set out to solve. Allowing people to get answers from their data without having to know how to run a SQL query or Python, just asking simple questions and getting simple answers, just like we do in our consumer lives with Google. And so that's where we sit in terms of the modern data stack. As far as the business, yes, we did just finish our fiscal year. And a lot of milestones for us. We're now a 150 million ARR company. Our SaaS business is growing 100% year on year. We work with the largest companies in the world, everyone from T-Mobile, CVS, Wells Fargo, all the way down to digital startups, companies that are just getting going as their first BI solution. We've got about 1,000 customers in total today. And we acquired a company called Mode this summer as well. So that was a $200 million acquisition that we completed. Gives us a nice end-to-end offering in the BI space for technical analysts all the way to everyday business users. So busy year for us.
Okay. All right. So Mohit, tell me, what is your approach to building a company of durable growth at scale?
So this durable growth theme has become pretty prominent as we enter a new phase for the capital markets. We've always thought about building a business for the long term. We sit in a large segment of software. It's a $50 billion market. Plenty of companies that have become billion, $2 billion companies in this space. So that's been our mindset as how we grow the business, is building for the long term. And so when we think about durable growth, we want to make sure we've got multiple levers of growth across our business. And it's really three main ones that we think about. One is product. So business intelligence is thought about as an internal product. We use it to answer questions in our company. But more and more of our customers want to embed our analytics in their products, whether they're a software company or a marketplace. And so that's a fast-growing product for us, also growing about 100%. So we've got an embedded analytics capability as well as that traditional internal BI. And now with Mode, we serve a technical analyst. So we've got three products that we can invest in and grow. We've also invested in serving multiple segments. So I mentioned we serve with some of the largest companies in the world. We also serve the sweet spot of an enterprise customer, 1,000 and up employees. But we also have a SaaS offering with a price point for startups that are just getting going and want to try the product on their own, get going, and then grow over time. So now with multiple segments as well, we've enabled multiple levers of growth. And then finally, geographically also. We're in the US, it's about 80% of our business, but we're investing heavily in both Europe and in Asia, where we're seeing strong demand, cloud data growing nicely in those segments. So for us, durable growth means you have multiple levers to capitalize on to grow for years to come.
Mm-hmm. Now, with your recent acquisition of Mode, you've expanded your product offerings.
Yeah.
Tell me about your product evolution from single product to multi-product.
So one thing is, people are talking a lot about AI today. Our product was built using AI and machine learning. The derivative of AI that we're seeing today is generative AI, large language models. But in terms of product evolution, we started with a simple premise, as I mentioned. For that person who doesn't know how to find data, run a SQL query, work a database, how do we make their life easy so they have the answers that they need? So the product was built using machine learning and AI from the ground up. So we take care of all of that work in the background and you have a simple interface to ask questions. So we always built on that premise. Today, with where AI is going with generative AI, we now are able to do true natural language search. So using a general open-ended question like, what are my best-selling products in Japan? We can translate that and give you answers within milliseconds. So the product has always been based on that simple premise. With Mode and how we're evolving is within a company, there are folks who do more complicated analytics, people who want to be able to run a Python query and get unique insights. Mode gives us that now. Mode serves that customer. So as far as a company, we now serve them from end to end. That more technical analyst, all the way to someone who's a less sophisticated user who can just ask a simple question. So that's what Mode gives us, is the ability to serve the end-to-end needs of an enterprise.
All right, and finally, Mohit, as you look ahead, tell me, what is the opportunity for AI-powered analytics?
It's an exciting time to be in this industry. As I mentioned, AI is not new, And so it's something we've been doing for quite some time. But the premise we had, which is allow you to interact with your data in the same way you do as a consumer with Google. LLMs, AI really unlocks that opportunity now for us. And we are excited to be at the forefront of that. So what it does is companies talk a lot about being data-driven. We want data-driven decision-making. There's always been an obstacle because it's hard to get that data. I think now AI and large language models unlock that opportunity, something we're super excited about helping the world achieve.
All right. Well, Mohit, it's been wonderful to talk with you.
Yes.
Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thank you, Judy. Appreciate it.